tell you about Sourav? I've had many a chat with him over the years. When he was a player, and obviously a very, very fine player, if you just look at his record, a lot of test match runs, a huge amount of ODI runs, he was a brilliant, brilliant player and a very, very good leader of India as well. So those are the basic qualifications. Now, one thing I've learnt over the years, I have to say, is if you're going to run BCCI, you need to be many, many things. Having a reputation as good as Sourav's is a very good start. But you need to be a very deft politician. You need to have control of a million different things. And of course, you need to be responsible for a game that is followed by, should we say 1 billion people? We all know about the immense following for cricket in India. It's a wonderful thing to behold. So Sourav has the most tough task imaginable in charge of BCCI. But so far, I would say the signs are very good. He's listened, he's given his own opinions, he's pulled strings gently. There are international relations, of course, to keep sweet. Just as we speak at the moment, all cricket all around the world, of course, is having a bit of a rest, to put it politely. But there are lots of things that people now need to plan for the future. And one thing I would say is this: when we look at people like me, when we look at ICC, we quite often see failure to agree. And we have seen, to put it bluntly, we've seen over the last decade or so, for instance, as an example, that there have been times that, for instance, India has disagreed with the rest of the world about things like DRS, but now, of course, that has been accepted. So when any country takes a unilateral stand, that to me does not help the cause of ICC. But ICC at the same time has, shall we say, found itself powerless to do much about it. It tries to operate as a club by consensus, and if it fails to reach consensus, then decisions have to be taken as they are and have been over the last decade or so. But by and large, yes, it works. That club is important. We do need all the major nations, and we do need the ICC as a whole, looking after the major nations and the minor nations, the associate nations. We need all those people to be singing from the same hymn sheet. We need them to be, as best they can, coming to consensus. So Sourav has to say, I'm backing Sourav. I think he's a very, very good man. I think he has those political skills. I think he has the right contacts in India. I think he has the right attitude to keeping things together, that he will do a very good job there. And as far as we're concerned back in the UK, we need relations between India and England to be strong. It is one of the great bonds of history, and it's one of the great bonds in this cricketing world. So that needs to be maintained, needs to be kept strong. And if you do a good job as BCCI chief, in the future, who knows? But I would actually say the more important job, to be honest, is running BCCI. Being head of ICC is an honour, yes, and it's an important thing. And there is a lot that can be done by ICC. But actually, look at the rankings, look at where the power is. Heading up BCCI is definitely the bigger job.